as it'll be the NHawks of San Diego taking on the Buffalo Bills. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys have played well in their 2 playoff wins, but they've got a tall task here on Championship Sunday. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys earned the right to host this game, and now just 1 win away from solidifying their spot as the best team in the conference. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Lindsey. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll go to 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Up the middle they go. It's Bishop. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
37-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bishop. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now 3rd down and 7.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Back to throw here. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Well, the Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach Can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. They'll run on first down. Sampson. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and 1. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Safe back at the 29. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Walters. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's caught at the 25. A big play here for Buffalo. 44 yards.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
That seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
They'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out.
And the Bulls have taken the lead here in this AFC title game.
Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And to cap it off, a touchdown run of 20 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And last last time, able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Off the bootleg. Lindsey. No gain on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And that will come the offense as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down at the
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And the Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48.
On 1st down. Puts it on the carpet. It's out.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
The 48-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Bishop. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down at the 26. A gain of a yard.
2nd and 9 now. Looking for Austin. Intercepted. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Throwing to start the drive. Lindsey. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
Setting up the screen for Sampson.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 4th down, Lindsey.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
First and 10 at the 38.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw again. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
2nd and a couple.
Complete to number 81. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bills will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus. Before it and get back to it.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away. There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Looking to throw. Lindsey. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot. Backed up.
From the gun on 3rd down. Lindsey.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Up the middle they go. It's Bishop. 20! And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
First down. First down and goal to go.
He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. His way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Yeah, this is pretty similar to the Wildcat plays that were bouncing around the league circa 2008 or so. The idea here, just snap it right to the guy you want to run with it. In theory, you're getting yourself an extra blocker. And here, that Wildcat runner is your quarterback. And he takes it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Diaz. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, San Diego.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
Touchdown! Dylan Sampson, 54 yards.
And the NHawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Gets past one man.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bishop. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle.
Bishop. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They'll look to throw.
That is caught.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 21 yards away.
And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
Throwing to start the drive. Lindsey. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, here's your bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, he's got him in. That's Delgado. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
At the 44-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Bills first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit.
Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room.
Still on his feet.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. 41 yards.
And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Lindsey.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll run on first down. It's Bishop. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Touchdown, Bills. A great play there. 26 yards.
And the Bills continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Now this offense ready to head back out there.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
2nd and 3. Now he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. Here is 3rd and 5.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Checks this down to Sampson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's another San Diego first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Lindsey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's another San Diego first down. It's a gain of 10. And the San Diego first down.
Looking to throw, Lindsey. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Jenkins. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 23.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, San Diego.
Back to throw. Lindsey. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
2nd and inches at the Bills' 13-yard line.
Looking to throw. Lindsey. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jenkins.
That's good for a San Diego first down. First and goal.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal?
Oh, this one, they may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
But he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Lindsey. Caught on a slant. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the NHawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps, a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2.
The offense will line up for a...
They'll look to throw. He's got it at the 2. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 yards.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He gets this one to Johnson.
And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
One quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. On 1st down, it's Bishop, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
69 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
10 at the 19-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
Back to throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
Throwing to start the drive. Lindsey. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Play action. Lindsey.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Looking to throw. Lindsey.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Back to throw. Lindsey. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jenkins.
2nd and 9.
At the 45-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Lindsey. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
First down, NHawks.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Lindsey. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down.
3rd down.
Back to throw. Lindsey.
Able to find the open man. that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
San Diego, first down. First down and 10 yards to go.
And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. Looking to throw. Lindsey. And he will take it in for the touchdown. From a yard out.
And the NHawks get a bit closer. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
They're going to keep it on the ground. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a two-score game here in the fourth. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
At the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Lindsey. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And less than a yard.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A gain of 3 on the play. And a San Diego first down.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
From the 35, here's second down at 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
It's 2nd down.
Back to throw. Lindsey. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Operating from the gun. Lindsey letting one go deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Up the middle they go. It's Delgado. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down. Keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl.
The Bills are going to the Super Bowl as we say goodnight, everybody.